think for me, when I went through that, it made me just a lot more mentally tough. Like, because when you go there, like obviously you build a relationship with whoever your therapist is, but nine times, like in my case, they were only friendly to me like before and after we did our therapy. Like during, they were pushing me hard. Like sometimes they would stretch me certain ways. It would hurt real bad, but like as time went on, as I kept going and kept going, I started seeing myself get better. So I know, like me personally, like I enjoyed the experience. Like not all of it, of course, but I for sure enjoyed it, and I'm glad I took it serious for sure. Talk to me about going to Rockledge. What was the difference between Rockledge and Heritage, and just give me the rundown.
Uh, Transferring from Heritage to Rockledge, probably one of the hardest decisions I ever had to make in my life because you know what I'm saying I went to Heritage with everybody I grew up with from my childhood and everything, and I just remember a lot of people were transferring out of Heritage after our sophomore year. I think we went like 6-4, didn't have the best season, didn't win out in our district, so we didn't make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like we were a bad team. Like we still was a very young team. It was a team led by freshmen and sophomores, But it was definitely transferring to Rockledge was one of the moves I had to make, I think, to better my future. But it was real hard leaving everybody I knew and some of my closest friends and everything. But I knew Rockledge was probably one of the best schools for me to transfer to, not only like for college and like bettering my future wise, but I knew a lot of people from Rockledge as well because you know what I'm saying I played a lot of basketball with people from there, played football and little league with a lot of people from Rockledge, so it wasn't like going to Rockledge was like a horrible move for me or nothing like that. It was probably one of the best decisions I made in my life, but also one of the hardest. You know what I'm saying?
How did you decide that like it was the right decision and that you like how did you come to grips with knowing that you weren't going to necessarily be the guy? Like I'm sure you had a much bigger role at Heritage, but what was it like? What was that part of it like coming to Rockledge? Like what was it like adjusting to being with better players?
Yeah. At Heritage, I did get a lot more touches and everything. I would say I played a way bigger role at Heritage than I did at Rockledge, but you know what I'm saying I was not only was I looking to better my future, but I was trying to chase a state title. So and I felt like at Heritage we just didn't have all the pieces at the exact moment and everything, and I just felt like Rockledge was one of the best moves for me to make, sacrificing my touches and my role and everything really wasn't that hard for me. I've never really been a selfish player. You know what I'm saying? I've always been the type like if one man's eating, man, feed him. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's going to work, feed him. Like I can't hate on another player for doing great. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a jealous player, nothing like that, selfish, nothing. So it wasn't really that hard for me to make that move, knowing that it was better for my future and what I was chasing. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely played a big role at Heritage, but I also played a big role at Rockledge that I liked, and I got comfortable playing, and I did good there and everything. So it was probably one of the best decisions I made.
I think that kind of shows what kind of guy you are, because I know you personally as a athlete, you know, like not all guys are going to be willing to come to a different situation, take a smaller role, get less touches or less shots or less whatever the case. But you knowing that that's what you had to do to one better yourself and get farther along for your future, and also in order to compete, hopefully for a state championship, that's big time. I think that says a lot about you. Um, How'd your senior season go? What was your senior season experience like?
Senior year, I'd have to say one of my funnest years, if not the funnest, out of all my high school years and maybe out of all my football years in my life. We went, I think, at the end of the season, we finished 9-2. We lost to a really good Miami Southridge team in the middle of the season, which all props to them. That was a real good team. And then we went to the first round of playoffs. Sadly, lost to a real good American Heritage team, Plantation. But I feel like if the way our district was situated, we didn't have the best shot to go all the way because you know what I'm saying it was us, Cardinal Gibbons, and American Heritage Plantation, three top teams in 5A, and all three in the same bracket to make it to state. When really we should have been seeing one of each other in state or that fourth round or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But definitely not mad about it. I had a fun time my senior year. Loved everyone I played with. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like losing in the first round or anything like that. It didn't hurt me. Didn't think I should have stayed at Heritage or anything like that. Definitely not nothing like that. I didn't put any bad thoughts into my head. I had a great time my senior year, and it was one of the funnest years of my football career.
Sure. My senior year was pretty lit too. We won the district championship. We went deep in the playoffs, so I already know what kind of time you was on.